Yo, this is the Ray Low Show, and we on.
It's the Ray and L.O. Show.
Now watch me whip,
Drop.
and watch me nay.
Oh my God, I can't believe I didn't even include that
Oh, the nay.
on there. Hey y'all, hey y'all,
Hey, y'all.
Man, oh man, it's been a long time.
It's been
a
too
long
long.
time.
We missed you guys. What's going on?
We're here. Listen, Slimmy was on tour with Black. Black is
Hey,
Grammy nominated.
See, we gwinning over here. Oh, I can't even believe I said.
Oh my God, get her out of here. Take her out.
I'm gonna get myself out of here.
Slim was on tour with Black, our wonderful producer. And then we were like, Slim, get back home. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we literally harassed him until he got back. So we're happy to have him back because
So we love you, Slimmy.
you see, we don't function without him, right?
Slimothy. But anyways, guys, hey, happy holidays to you.
So just a quick update. The last time I told you guys I was 24, and now I'm 25.
25 and alive. And
25
now
and alive.
we're a couple of days away from my birthday. Keep your eyes on the prize. Christmas Day. Shout out to all my Capricorns because it's our time to shine. Our claim to fame.
Is it Capricorn season yet, or is it when does Capricorn season start?
I'm not quite sure, but I know that December 25th.
She don't care anyway.
I
She
think
just,
the 20th through through January, like something or other. Because they always say Capricorns end and start the year. Because if you're born at the
no, I
beginning-
knew that much, but I didn't know what exact day in December.
Well, somebody let us know. What's your zodiac
Because
sign?
my friend, her birthday's the
What's your
17th,
sign?
and she's still a Sagittarius.
Yes, they're still Sagittarius. That's why I said I think it starts on the 20th.
Well, anywho,
Fat Man Scoop probably knows because you know he been asking for years. Fat Man Scoop, Timberland.
Fat Man Scoop recited whatever Timberland wrote down is what he said. Okay.
Whatever I say, y'all gonna do. Whatever I say.
Yeah, whatever Timberland said is what he said. Okay, that's what he did.
But no. So Lindsay's birthday. Lindsay's birthday was so. lit,
Y'all,
okay?
my birthday was so
Let's
much
just start
fun.
there.
Slim wasn't there.
Slim Jimmy, where were you in LA? We'll talk about that later.
For all my listeners, if y'all can see my eyes.
We had a good time, first of all. That's why people keep asking me, like, "Lo, what are you going to do for your birthday?" And I'm like, I really lipped it up for her birthday. We went to dinner. We partied like it was 1999. We had the club lit. They played...
This is the thing. First of all, shout out to Fo Diddy.
Yeah.
When I say Fo is like my
my
brother. He was the first person that ever put me on to any clubs in Atlanta, made sure I was super connected. And anytime it's like an occasion, like when I moved to Africa, he threw me like 3 going away parties. And for my birthday, he just always looks out. But
Yeah.
for me, I was really super stressed because, of course, it was like, oh, it's my 25th, so it has to be this big thing. And I always envisioned my 25th birthday being like this whole to-do. And as it was getting closer to the day, I was just like, well, it's just not what I planned it to be. And I was getting like really depressed about
so
it.
lit. It was ridiculous.
But the moment I released that idea that I had in my head of like what it was supposed to be, and I just said, okay, hey, I'm just gonna do a dinner. I want to go out afterwards, and whoever shows up are the people who's supposed to be there anyway, and it's gonna be fine anyway. And this was probably the most lit birthday I've ever had in my life.
they played My Prerogative.
Why is that the staple of like, yeah, it was lit because they played My Prerogative?
Because we had it jumping. Everybody got in line. Like, that's why I love, man, when black people get together, no shade to any other race, but when black people get together, we gonna Soul Train line it out. We gonna get some
It's
two-stepping, bopping, some
Because even the other night, we had a little get together at Slim's house 2 days ago, and we were downstairs in the
That I
basement
couldn't
doing the
attend.
wobble and all.
So speaking of which, we were just on Instagram Live, and we were talking about all, like, just going down the line of, like, common trends of dances that have come to pass. And, oh, my God, do y'all remember Whoop Rico? I was just asking that.
Whoop Rico, somebody needs to be prosecuted.
Somebody
needs
someone
judicial
committed-
interference.
Someone
Okay.
committed a crime.
Crimes,
And made
okay.
a song about. They said Whoop Rico and break his neck. Security run up deep or stroll up.
There were plenty of jump-ins.
Listen, we used to do the Macarena to that song. We used to be
Macarena or
"Whoop Rico
Macarena?
and-" Macarena?
Macarena.
Isn't it Macarena?
Macarena.
Hey,
Macarena.
Macarena.
Nobody says it like that when you're speaking
Macarena.
regular.
Well, anyway, that song is terrible, and it's bullying
Bullying,
at its finest.
prosecution.
But I bet y'all they play today. Everybody going,
I mean, just to get it out one last time. You know,
but then we were talking about lean with it, rock with it, and this one over here was talking about the article that the girl leaned with it and rocked with it a little too hard, and
when I was in ninth grade or 10th grade, there was a girl in Georgia who was doing the lean with it, rock with it, and she went a little too rocked with it. And she slipped a disc in her neck.
All jokes aside, when they do the little and they throw it up, and then you gotta catch it hard. She was catching it. She was looking for it.
It was some whiplash that happened, and subsequently, the young lady passed away. So let's do about a half a second moment of silence for having such the passion of dance that you were willing to risk.
As a journalist, I need to discover if this is credible or not. My credible sources, and we'll return back to you with if this is factual.
Get back to me. But
I'm gonna pull the records up on that one.
Pull the records up.
We need a debrief.
It's a true story, I think.
No, but okay.
Don't quote me.
On the topic of holidays, first of all, it's almost my birthday, and I'm super excited because it was a wonderful year. Since we last spoke, for those of you who follow us, we went to Hawaii for Thanksgiving. Okay, first of all, non-revving is nuts. Don't do it on a holiday.
Non-revving means flying standby.
Yes.
And let me tell you, I didn't think I was ever going to see Georgia ever again. Like, we were stuck in Hawaii.
But you went to Honolulu.
No, it was fun. It was an experience for sure.
Yeah,
and that's on my bucket list. It was on my bucket list to go to Hawaii and experience it. First of all, nobody told me that Hawaii is 10 hours away from Georgia. It was like going to Japan. It was nuts. Far.
Okay, but the highlight of my whole trip, y'all, it was a wonderful trip. We ate and everything. We go to Waikiki Beach. And there's a little lagoon over there, and you can rent boats, and you could do all this stuff. Well, there's a man in a boat that looks like Faison Love. And if you don't know Faison Love, you Google him.
I almost passed gas.
Google him up. Google him up, okay? You're disgusting. Okay? He's in a canoe. The canoe is literally super miniature.
The canoe is literally he's in the canoe and his body is spilling over the sides of the canoe.
So as we're approaching the lagoon, I'm just looking. I'm like, okay, something don't seem right about this.
Both around me and my mom, we was like, ooh, he really in that canoe like
what's going on in the canoe? As soon as we laid eyes on it, the entire canoe flips over, bruh.
Bloop.
Yo, I'm talking about my mom was so ashamed to be by me. I was like,
fell out on the sand.
Oh
my
God.
Nah,
I was like, and then he decides that he's going to get back into the canoe. I'm like, come on, Faison. You wilding out. You wilding out, boss.
Y'all, just real quick, we needed some boogie tissues because.
Who is we? I don't have any drippage, but oh my God.
I mean, first of all, excuse me, but let me tell you something about Atlanta if you don't live here.
Lord.
Yesterday was negative 57.5 degrees.
Today
was 65.
Positive 65.
Okay? This is what we're dealing with. They don't want us to live out here.
It's nuts.
Trump is manipulating the weather system. He's throwing things out of whack.
Yeah, I need to throw him out of whack.
And as a result,
get out of here.
There's some drippage going on.
How about I was just in New York City and I saw my best friends Tasia and Destiny. Shout out to my Tay and my Destiny.
Love them.
And oh my God, people in the north are rude. Okay, we grew up in Providence. Well, we lived in Providence for a little bit. Then we came to Georgia, and we've lived here for a great deal of time. And so when I go to New York, I have to retrain my brain that people are not going to speak to you.
Southern hospitality stuff is on work.
I'm talking about when I'm down here, I say, hi, good morning, how are you? Whatever. You go up to a place in New York, what do you need? What's it gonna be? Dang.
What do you want?
Hi, how are you? I want the pepperoni pizza.
They don't got time for that. It's a lie. They gotta keep the track jumping. They don't got time for your hellos.
We were in my hotel room. I told Tasia, I said, people over the Mason-Dixon line just are so angry. I called the Pizza Hut and I said, hey, he's like, hi, welcome to Pizza Hut. They have this long spiel before you can even get something out. And I said, so do you guys deliver? Nope, we don't deliver. I couldn't even get the address out. He said, we don't deliver, just pick up. I said, okay. He said, yup. He hung up the phone. What is yup?
That he told you everything you needed to know.
What is yup?
Welcome to Pizza Hut. We don't deliver. Call back when you want to pick it up.
He just said yup.
We ain't got, it was implied. We ain't got nothing else to talk about.
When people, when you get into an argument with people, they be like, yup. That's how I took it. It was very abrasive. I didn't like it, but somebody said they're mean because it's cold up there, which could be true. When you're cold,
no, this is a culture.
You're cold hearted. Okay, speaking of cold and being cold outside, Christmas. Have you all ever examined the Christmas song "Baby It's Cold Outside"? First of all, I love Fantasia's Christmas album, "Midnight at Christmas," "Christmas at Midnight."
I've only heard a couple songs, but from what I heard, like Fantasia can't do no wrong. Like,
first of
when
all.
did you ever get? Except there's one song from Fantasia that I'm like, B.A.
Oh, the Baby Mama joint.
M.A. This goes out to all my baby mamas. I got love for all my baby mamas. I could do it, Fantasia.
Ooh. Nah, yeah.
I know you was a baby mama. You was probably really going through some trials and tribulations. You was speaking to the people on that. I can do without that one. But for the most part, Fantasia.
Too. And I'm a baby mom, but I don't want to sing that.
Yeah.
Scratch that.
Scratch it from the record.
Anyway, her Christmas album was mad good. But anyway, we're in the car, we're listening to it, and if you examine the lyrics to that song, I had to pull it up on my phone because we were just in here cracking up. Like,
please read the lyrics to the people. I don't think they're aware.
If you didn't get the gist of the song, the female voice on there, she's trying to leave this man's home. Okay, he's telling her.
What was she doing there in the first place? Did they go to dinner beforehand?
They was just kicking it.
Were they having drinks? You know what I'm saying? We don't really know the context of why she was in the man's house. All we know is she was trying to go home.
She's telling the man, "My mother will start to worry," and he says, "Beautiful, what's your hurry?" She said, "My father will be pacing the floor." He said, "Listen, the fireplace is all a roar." And she said,
"What?
The fireplace is all a roar.
Oh,
like
the
it's
fireplace
roaring.
is all."
It's roaring. He's saying the fire is hot. So then she says, I'd better scurry.
Not scurry.
And
she got to get out of there. If you saying scurry,
he said,
you got to go.
"Beautiful, please don't hurry." And she said, "Maybe." See, this when she started to lax up a little bit.
Yeah,
she said,
you see?
"Maybe just a half a drink more."
Nah, B. It's a roofie in there,
he
girl.
Said, "Put some records on while I pour." I can't make this up. He said, "Oh my God." She says, "The neighbors might think, baby, it's bad out there. Say, what's in this drink?"
I told you
it's a roofie.
Is this milk? Never mind.
This is a terrible, terrible song.
Terrible.
I love it.
Whoever's still playing this during the holidays while Granny's in the kitchen cooking, it's totally egregious. We're hashtag.
Oh my God,
baby, it's not that cold outside.
She says, "My sister will be suspicious." He said, "Gosh, your lips look delicious." Oh, it has to stop. It has to come to an end.
Well, all these sexual allegations coming to light. It's somebody in 1953 that's like, yo.
The writer of this song needs to be apprehended.
Who wrote it? Find out who wrote it. Was it a woman? Was this her personal testimony?
Songwriters, Frank Wildhorn. Frank Wildhorn.
Oh, he was a wild horn. And I'm blowing the horn on you, Frank.
He was a wild boy. Frank, you wow.
I'm blowing the horn on you, Frank. Blowing the whistle.
I couldn't believe it. And it's so funny because me and Lindsay, we were riding to it and we were evaluating. We were like, huh? But then I was flying and my coworker yesterday was like, I was humming it to myself and he goes, "Have you ever like evaluated the words of that song?" I'm like, I absolutely just did 2 days ago for the first time. And it's really, really troubling. But it's a great tune.
But
it's so funny.
When you think about Christmas, the song does come to mind, but
there's a lot of songs that we were taught to sing as children that when you evaluate the lyrics,
like "Ring Around the Rosie."
Yo,
that's about the outbreak of polio and how kids were dying back in the day before the vaccines and stuff were out. And
or "Rockabye Baby."
"Rockabye Baby," that was another thing.
And
like
when the cradle breaks, the baby will fall. Like what?
That was just about like how back in the day they didn't really have preventative measures for like medicine and stuff like that. So like people was just out here just babies was in the cradles and the cradles was falling down and the babies.
I said Lizzie Borden.
No, I told her. Now we discussed this. We discussed this already.
She gave her mother 40 wax, and when she
but the point is that the other songs we're talking about, you don't really know the message of the song. You're just singing it.
Yeah.
Lizzie Borden is spelling out exactly what this girl did to her parents.
People still sing it, and they think it's so cute. Like
and the wax numbers is very inaccurate. That's not a number of wax. It was way more than that.
When she saw what he had done, she gave her father 41.
It just rhymes, but that's not really
I
good.
just feel like you got to, the moral of the story is you have to really evaluate what you're singing. And
you be letting this stuff into your spirit. That's why you be at the party zooted up.
Suited up, getting filled up.
Getting filled up.
Because, baby, it's cold outside.
Because you don't want to go out in the cold, girl. Put that North Face on.
Don't you scurry. Hands is just slipping down. And
slipping. Next thing you know, you're waking up with a headache and a heartache, girl. Go on home, okay? Listen, it ain't that cold. We in Georgia.
Let me tell you something. You got to evaluate. You got to pull up that lyrics.com. What is it? A to Z lyrics. You got to get on there. You got to see what's going on. But Lindsay also was in Nigeria.
Oh, so let me tell you guys.
Lagos. I don't know.
Sorry, we apologize for that because that wasn't
Lagos.
in good taste. But no, I went to Nigeria. So maybe about 2 years ago, I lived in Gabon, Libreville, which is on the Ivory Coast. I was there teaching hair and makeup, and I was there for about 4 months. It was a great experience. So this was my second time being able to go back to Africa again to work. But
I haven't
this time,
even been yet, not once.
Yeah, she's slipping on her pimping. Okay, but this time it was for doing bottle service. So basically, here in Atlanta, up until June for the past 4 years, I've been working at different clubs, like doing bottle service and different things like that. And one of our regular customers was an African guy at a club called 1145 here in Atlanta. And he wanted to bring us, he was opening up his own club in Nigeria, and he wanted to bring the American waitresses to come and work, which is a wonderful opportunity. You know, of course, they made sure everything was paid for, hotel, everything. The experience, my gosh, like coming back, I was almost in tears. Like, I do not want to come back to the United States. Like, the way we were treated there, the hotel, the hotel
is nice.
The hotel alone, it's just like, geez, I ain't been nowhere. Like if I'm all like, y'all gotta do nothing else for me, just give me the key to the room and the remote to the TV, and I'm straight. But it was such an experience. But in that experience, we came to a revelation, and I want to ask you, ladies, have you ever met a guy, and he's super nice, appears to have, his life together. It seems like he's not hurting for $1. He takes good care of you, takes you out, shows you a good time, and you think like, oh, this is the man. Like, this is it. This is
the big baller right here.
And then you find out that he's like the do boy, like for the group. Like when you meet the group of the friends, and they like pull the car around, and you're like, wait, what?
Wait, why are you talking to my? He's the boss. Like,
get the bags out the trunk, and you're like, wait. Who bags you finna get? No, I don't got no bags in the trunk. Why you getting bags?
I thought you bought.
Then you find out, I own a club. I got this club, and you find out he's just a promoter to the club. It's just like, I would have loved you anyway.
Well, I think a lot of women out here can relate because in Atlanta they be scamming, boy.
Oh my God, it was the funniest. It was the funniest thing. One of the girls that went with us, like, she just thought the guy she came with was the man, like, and was hyping us up the whole time. And then we get there, and then we meet like the crew. And he's like pulling the car up, like getting the bags out.
Ain't no shame in that.
It's no shame in it.
Just claim your.
But you gotta humble yourself, ladies, until you find out the ins and outs of what this guy got going on. You can't be walking around here stomping with the big dogs, and you find out it ain't what it seems.
It's the little dogs.
It's the little puppies in the corner.
Little dogs.
The new litter, the one that just came out.
That's like Jace said, little dog. Mommy, I don't know no little dog. I was like, Jace, you know what? Just
Jace has too much sauce.
Speaking of which, I miss her deeply. She's on vacation right now. She'll be back before Christmas. But that kid is the funniest. I hope to have her on the show one day.
She told me to get a grip the other day, and I really sat down for 35 minutes and evaluated my life. And it was like,
self-reflection.
Maybe I could get a little bit more of a grip on things, and maybe things have spun out of control. And this is God sending her, using her as a vessel
to get me back on track,
to reel me in, because I know she loves me unconditionally. And if anybody's gonna tell me the truth, it's gonna be her. And she looked at me dead in my eyes and said, "Sissy, get it together."
She's hilarious.
And I said, "All right."
She'll tell you to relax. She'll just say, "Hey, why don't you just relax?"
She will,
and it'll just make you feel like, wow, why don't I relax? Why don't I just chill? Why don't I just be stress-free for a moment? I mean, her and Levi, they keep us laughing, man.
But see, that takes you back to like when you were a kid, and like now everything in our lives is like coming full circle, because the whole like don't rush to grow up, and all those things, you're like, shut up, mom. Like, what are you talking about? But then when you experience things like bills and things where you're stressed
alone
on an everyday basis,
bills alone,
it can overtake you to where you're not even really thinking about like the things that you have to be happy about. And a child can look at you from a totally different viewpoint and be like, yo, you just cooked dinner.
You're wilding. You got food.
We got we just rented mad movies from the Redbox.
We got puzzles. I mean,
I just got a new puzzle
today.
Like we just got it. what's the problem? Like, and
What's the woe of
it makes you
life?
look at it like, all right, yeah, it's really not that serious. Bill's gonna be here till the day we die. That's a guarantee. So, yeah,
Listen.
she keep me in check.
She keeps
Sometimes I'll be like,
no, sometimes she get
she get a little feisty.
check.
Yeah, she get a little feisty
But
sometimes.
That's very seldom, far and few in between. So before we wrap up, I just want to say that, man, you guys, it's been a great year, and I think that setting goals is like really important for
So
those of you
important.
who follow me. I've been reading The Circle Maker. I think I've referenced the book on here before, but all jokes aside, The Circle Maker is a book that will really make you just center yourself and start to like stop, like cast your net a little bit further and stop like limiting yourself, and everything that you want to do it. Like everything that you say you're gonna do for the next year and in all the years to come. Like if you're 85 and you say, when I'm 85, I want to do X, Y, Z.
It's never too late as long as you're breathing.
Cast that net, man. Because I've been reading that book, and I'm telling y'all, I'm coming. I'm gonna have everybody shook.
But it's one of those
shook
things
it.
like, as we preach to you, we're preaching to ourselves, because on our day-to-day walk,
Yeah.
there are things in our gifts and our talents that we're trying to come into fruition. And fear is a crippling thing. And you have to remind yourself that it's already spelled out. Your life is already written and over, and you know what I'm saying? So whatever gifts and talents that you have, that's for you to utilize to get where you're going anyway. So, you know, it's like one of those things, like if you don't understand a math problem, and I kind of do, but as I explain it to you, I understand it more. It's the same thing.
Speaking of math, I just want to say,
Oh my God. What you gotta say about math?
Gregory is a math teacher.
Oh my God.
My boyfriend's a math teacher. And today he tried to play me to the left because I'm not a math student. I'm not a math good.
Not a math whiz. Okay.
I'm not. Math and I will never be. And when I was in college, I failed calculus.
Did you fail it twice?
No one asked you. No one
I dropped out of college, so
No one asked you
listen.
about my grades.
I can't.
But what I'm saying is that I knew basic algebra, and I just want to state my claim. I can still do algebra today, right now.
Hey, man. As far as I'm concerned, ain't no math up here.
Only math I do is money math. You heard?
Money math, okay?
You
Quick
heard?
math, okay?
I do
What's
the-
the 1 plus the 1 equals the 2?
If I give you a 20, I want my money. If I cut you some change, I need to be in the range.
I want a new range, okay?
That's all I
That's
need
the
to
only
know.
math I know.
I don't need
as far as I'm concerned, ain't nothing up here
Let me tell you something.
but space and time, okay? Nothing.
Space.
Ain't nothing left.
Yo,
ain't nothing
that's
left.
wild. The lights is on, but no
Ain't
one's
nobody
home. You
You-
feel
look,
me?
look at
You
my
see
eyes.
what I'm saying? Roll them. Yeah, man. It's all love, and to everybody that is like, I've got
Hounding us. We feel so bad.
Where's episode 4? What's episode 5? People have been hounding me about this date that Lindsay went on, and like the re-up on the date.
Oh,
And people are like,
gosh, we
yo,
should've
I
talked
can't
about
believe
that.
she went out with him. Like, no, on the next episode, we're going to get into it. But so for
forgot.
everybody that's been hitting me up on my job, I'm walking to the lounge. People like, so what happened with your sister and the guy? Did she go back? And I'm like, hey, man, hey.
What's the old boy at Office Depot? He was like, Lizzie's wilding out.
Oh, shout out to Corey. I watch him everywhere I go. I watch the Office Depot. He's like, yo, I listened to the podcast this morning. Lindsay's a wild boy. I'm like, listen, I can't deal.
Y'all, I'm a single black female, not addicted to retail. I'm just trying to make it. So I'm going to update y'all on what happened with that. But let's just say it ain't looking good.
That is not nice.
No, it's all right. But it's just like, maybe not. But maybe. We'll see.
We'll see, guys. And
Love you
you'll hear
guys.
about it. Peace in the chicken grease.
Oh, okay, VG. Shout out to VG. You got to
Be
shout out to
peace,
VG.
Be love, and let love and peace be you.
Oh,
I like that. I think that might be.
what is it? Be peace, be love, and let love and peace be you.
There it is. And there it is again. Bye, y'all.
Peace. Sound like Martin Luther King.
Just like Pam.